What is up, friends, YouTube motorcycle enthusiasts? It's time to pressure wash a dirt bike with my new mobile detailing kit. Stick around. Alright guys, as many of you know, I have been working on expanding the water system, and I've talked about this a little bit. So I just rode my dirt bike here at the house, hashtag home track. Very, very awesome to have land for that. It's not super dirty, but I want to pressure wash it, and I also want to showcase what I've been working on. So one of the things that really highlighted the need for me to be able to wash my dirt bike while camping and racing in my Motovan was, I'm not gonna lie, fallen timbers. So if you guys haven't checked out that fallen timbers race video, it'll be up here somewheres. I'll also put a link in the description. So essentially what I found is that the bike gets super muddy, and forgive me, I'm a noob. I didn't really understand what the big deal was with pressure washing bikes after a race between qualifiers and so on and so forth. Well, in a mud race, what I found, of course, is that the bike collects so much mud. It just picks up extra weight. So whenever you go into the actual main race, you don't want to have a bunch of extra weight on the bike, so you want to pressure wash it. So obviously I camp and ride in my Motovan. So I started formulating an idea of getting together a water tank and then a pressure washer that I could put together and be able to clean my bike either between a qualifier and a race, or even cleaning it up so I don't get a bunch of mud in the van, after the race. All right, here is my water tank. So a friend of mine has a Chevy Express, and he sent me this tank link, and I am going to pass it on to you guys. So what do we got here? We have a 15-gallon water tank. As you can see, she is wedged in here, boys. I mean tight. In fact, getting the tank to fit, this flared the bottom of this bezel along the side. I had to put a microfiber towel on the lip and then use a crescent wrench and pry it out periodically so that this tank can squeeze up in there. She's in there tight, guys, which is fine because I'm not planning on removing it or it going anywhere. So as far as mounting goes, I'm running 2 bands, and I just did the standard foam guard here. This steel band material can be purchased from Lowe's. And then on this side I did an L, which went into the frame of the van itself to also help support it whenever it's weighed down. These bands attach on the frame also. So basically 2 options. You can run some stout self-tapping bolts, or you can drill holes and riv nut. So for now, I decided to run the self-tapping bolts just because I had a fair amount of material around, and I haven't had any issues, guys. I've been running this. In fact, I ran this entire setup up to Pennsylvania and back with virtually no problems at all. So that's pretty much the mounting system I came up with, and I gotta be honest, guys, it's mostly from just not having any space, any other room to do really much else. So couldn't really build too many brackets or do what I really originally intended, but it does work. So what I have here is, this is my vent, nothing more than an adapter fitting that runs up to a hose that goes above the tank, and then that just lets air in and out as I use the water tank. On the bottom side, this is my my on-off valve, and then of course I've got just a cap, just a standard water hose cap to keep dirt and stuff out of this. So that's pretty much it. What I'm going to be doing is gravity feeding my pressure washer with this fitting. Let's check it out. So this is now the new bin that goes with me whenever I go riding or racing. What we have in here is your standard layout. Obviously, foam attachment, some engine degreaser, and brushes. What makes it all happen? The Ryobi 1800 PSI electric pressure washer, and then a couple hoses. All right, so I'm filling up the water tank. Super easy. I just used the female to female to feed the water hose. All right, guys, so you guys know that I use a Goal Zero 1500X with a 2000 watt inverter, 3000 surge. So this is pretty much what I do. I just connect the pressure washer, run the cable of the Ryobi out the back, and then it's good to go. This thing pulls about 1400 watts, about that. So if you were to build your own battery setup, you could easily run this with a 2000 watt inverter and a battery bank of your choosing. Obviously you don't need a Goal Zero, but this is what I'm using. All right, guys, that wraps up the mobile pressure washer setup. Hope you guys got something out of it. Hope you guys get out there, get on two wheels, and ride a dirt bike. This is Accelerate once again, signing off.